from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Don't really need none to feed.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What we got?
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check 99, check 99. Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, team.
From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his left. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Stay with your man.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 58, right there. Down to lose 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit? Like
there he goes, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This is Carson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks 6.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with Carson, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Alert!
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 29 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 12.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. Oh, he slipped right by him. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And now a carry here for their fullback. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
Trubisky will throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Trubisky to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, I'm coming. Alert. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bravo. 3 buzz. Yep.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Rolling to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Alert!
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
You ain't going nowhere.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check out.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.